Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode. Today we are going to cook up the flounder that y'all had just seen me catch previously in my last video. I've got them on chill inside the fridge, so let me get all the prep out of the way and then we'll turn right to cooking. Everything's all prepped and ready to go. Let me grab the camera so that I can show y'all what it is that we're working with. Flounder fillets, I've got them on paper towels so that they can dry off and they're not gonna splatter once we throw them in the pan. But right here, we've got 2 medium-sized shallots. We've got 2 cans of hatch green chilies, around 4 to 5 cloves of garlic that's minced, 3 teaspoons of capers, around 3 tablespoons of cilantro, and then the juice of 1 lime. All right, we've got our water on a rolling boil. That's the only way that I'm actually gonna cook my pasta. I won't start it like throw the pasta in there and then wait for it to come to a boil, because then you're gonna end up with a nice mushy mess. So we'll take all of our linguine and then just throw it in there. Since the water is at a rolling boil, all it's gonna take is about 8 to possibly 9 minutes. Get us a timer started. Now, at the same time, since we want all of this to come out together, we're gonna turn our 12-inch cast iron skillet. I don't recommend using like stainless or anything else. In my experience, we do have stainless steel cookware, but the fish will tend to stick to it a lot more than what the cast iron will do. Plus the results after the fish is done cooking with the cast iron just comes out way better. All right, what we're gonna do is salt and pepper our fillets. I don't wanna do any type of a marinade or anything else. Flounder is a delicate fish, so I think this should be more than enough as far as seasoning goes, just like a steak. For those of y'all that love to eat ribeyes the way I do, salt and pepper is all I put on a steak. I never ever marinate them. Flip these guys over. All right, now here we go. All right, there we go. That's ready to go. We've got about 1 minute and 42 seconds left to go on the linguine. The pan feels nice and charged, so we'll throw a little bit of olive oil in, probably about, I'm gonna guess, 2 tablespoons, somewhere around there. That's gonna keep the butter from browning. Okay, let's add our butter now. 2 tablespoons right here. What we're gonna do is, we got the shallots going in. Get those guys to saute really quick. I mean, we're just throwing everything in there all at once because it's all gonna cook really fast. The green hatch chilies. There goes our capers. cilantro, and the garlic. Our linguine is done, so we're just going to turn the heat off right there. Let's get this sauteing really fast. I'm going to give this probably like maybe a minute or so. I just want to soften the shallots really quick. The last time that I made this dish, I overcooked the garlic, which was kind of a blessing because it had a nice crunchy texture to it, which the fish was kind of soft, but the garlic was nice and crunchy. I don't know, I personally like that. I know there was a comment made that, hey, you overcooked the garlic more than likely by the looks of it, and it would give a bitter taste. It didn't taste bitter whatsoever. What it actually tasted was good. So I forgot to tell y'all what it is that we're making. It's a cilantro lime with hatch chilies, flounder. So let's get this continuously cooking. We're gonna set it to the side, add more butter, a little bit of olive oil. Where's our butter? Right here. Another 2 tablespoons of butter. That already smells really good. Okay, because flounder is such a very delicate fish, it's not gonna need to cook long at all. And we didn't catch any mondos. 16 3/4 inch. There goes the first fillet right there. I'm gonna give it about 1.5 minutes on each side, and then we will flip them. We're gonna remove our vegetables. So the idea by cooking all these vegetables, sauteing them, is so that the pan can get seasoned with all the flavor that they're gonna release. They're gonna be added right back into the dish, but in a little while. We gotta get them out of the way so that we can cook the flounder. So when it looks like that, you gotta get these guys flipped over. Otherwise, you're gonna burn them. And again, it's such a delicate fish. Look at that, it's already flaking. There we go. That just looks so good. It smells good too. If you guys could be here actually smelling the aroma that's coming from this, oh my gosh. You good? Yep. It's done. So let's grab a plate. Oh my gosh, I just like completely destroyed one of the fillets. If some of the fish just stays behind in the pan, don't worry about it, because our pasta is going to go inside there and get cooked with it, so it'll just help to flavor the entire dish. All the flounder is done. We're going to transfer all of our vegetables right back into the pan to continue sauteing them. We're going to put approximately 1 to 2 more tablespoons of olive oil. Stuff is healthy, so don't worry about it. We're not gonna clog any arteries here. We take our linguine, add that in there. And so now we just saute it. Make sure the linguine gets thoroughly coated with everything that's in here. All right, that is it. It was a quick, like 2 minutes. Sauteing the linguine. All you're really trying to do is just coat it with all the vegetables, and now we're ready to plate. Get a nice serving of linguine. Oh, it smells so good. You know what I forgot to add? I forgot to add the lime whenever I was cooking. We'll squeeze some lime over it though, and top it with some flounder. Now y'all get a good look at that right there. All right, let's dig in and see what this is gonna be like. The first time that I did it was with speckled trout. You know what I forgot? Can you get me some of the lime juice, sweetheart? I forgot to put the lime juice in it while it was cooking, so you can't really call it cilantro lime, but we're gonna do our best. Here we go. Sprinkle some of this fresh squeezed lime juice over it. Here we go. But yeah, as I was saying, I did it with speckled trout and it was phenomenal. Cooked it a little bit different. Plus I also doubled all the ingredients, which I will take a snapshot of my recipe card and put that down there for y'all to be able to see. Actually, just go to my Instagram or my Facebook. If you go to the actual page on YouTube, I'm gonna make just a regular post for it. So here we go. Let's try the flounder. Yeah, flounder is good. Again, we just use salt and pepper. It's kind of salty because I put way too much of that on there, but it's still good. It's cooked perfectly, not dry. If you leave it on too long, then it's gonna dry out for sure. Let's get some of the linguine. Very citrusy on the linguine. That's from the capers. Got a small little like kick of spice, a little bit of heat from the hatch chilies. They were mild, but they do give it just a tad bit of spice to the dish itself. Altogether, not as good as it was with speckled trout, but again, I cooked it completely different. So maybe I should just stick to the recipe card the way I actually cooked it the first time around, and it would probably be a little bit better. On a scale from 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it like a 7. I think a 7 will do. I don't know, we'll get the family to chime in here in a second because they're eating behind me right now as well, and we'll see if they enjoy it just as much as I do.
Baby, I give you a 10 out of 10.
Oh my God. She's like,
because I didn't have to cook dinner.
She's like grandpa. It's scrumptious. All right, everyone. The consensus is, well, Christian, what would you give it? 1 to 10?
It's just average food. It's not bad. It's not good.
Okay, Christian didn't give me a number. He just said it's average, which means it's probably gonna be, okay, so he gave it a 7. Elijah, what number would you give it?
I guess a 6 or 7.
Elijah said a 6 or a 7. Shannon already gave it a 10 because she said she didn't have to cook. I'm gonna give it about a 7 because that's kind of where it falls in. The last time, again, I keep reverting back to the last time because it was really delicious. I think I rated it a lot higher. You would have to go back to my videos and see what I actually rated the dish, but it was with speckled trout as well. So that's gonna do it. The fish was cooked to perfection. It's not dried, nice and flaky, super moist flounder. Again, delicate, but it works well with the dish. I've got a little bit more like learning to do whenever it comes to putting everything together, and as far as putting all the vegetables into the skillet, I've got to figure that out as well, because some of them cook a lot faster than the others and it will affect the outcome of the dish itself. But I hope you all enjoyed this. If you have flounder or speckled trout lying around, not lying around, but if you have some fresh fillets, let's put it that way, because fresh is always best. It does not have that fishy flavor the way when you walk into a fish market. That's the best way that I can describe it. I cannot stand that taste, and that just tells me that the fish is not fresh. These guys y'all just saw was just caught earlier today, and yeah, they are perfect. So I'm gonna finish eating this. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to click that thumbs up button. For those of y'all not subscribed to the channel and you found yourself watching the fishing portion of the video and then you come back for the cook portion, if y'all enjoyed it, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button, and while you're at it, ring the notification bell icon so that YouTube will let you know when I drop my next video. Until next time, tight lines, y'all.